It's the Juicery Podcast Show.
Hey, yo, guys, what's up? I can't do it. Anyway, welcome back to Juicery Podcast Show. We're back with another episode
You should
of.
complete it, bro. You should complete
No,
it.
I can't. Can't. Wait, don't
It's a trap. It's a trap.
do you want us to do it again?
Welcome back,
No.
everyone.
Welcome back. This is
Yep.
another podcast from us, the
Yep.
Juicery
Yo.
Podcast Show.
Yeah, you should
I
do
have the
Yeah.
trio right now. So you hear Ryan, you hear Jom CP. Say hi,
Hello.
guys.
Who's gonna do it first? Go, Ryan.
Hey yo, guys.
That's how you do it.
I can't, for the love of God, I can't do it.
Okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. My name is Jamzi P, and this is the Juicery Podcast Show. Welcome back, everyone.
That's an intro. Welcome back.
Yep. So, guys, I hope you guys are still tuning in with us.
Yep.
We've had a couple of weeks off because we have been recording. We've had a new career change, but we're coming
Yeah.
back here. Yeah,
We're venturing into gaming right now.
Yes, we're venturing into a new demographic. We just finished recording our gameplay of the Dark Pictures anthology House of Ashes. Really good stuff, really good game. We recommend it, and I hope you guys try to watch our playthrough. All 5
Yeah.
episodes on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
For more scary movie type of gameplay.
Yeah.
And let us know in the comments below if you want us to play something that that would interest you. So sound
Yep.
off in the comments.
Yep.
I'm
And
gonna
now,
leave the link for our YouTube page.
Yeah,
Of course, that's a professional YouTuber do. leave the links.
Yep. And now, after that, we're coming back to review some movies. You guys want to review some movies
Movies.
again?
Mhm.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're reviewing more movies to come. Like the film industry is opening up, so
Mhm.
you'll hear more from us.
Yeah.
Speaking of movies, so the Academy Awards just wrapped up a couple
Oh,
of days back.
dear.
Have
Really?
you?
Oscars happened? We didn't know.
I didn't even know the Oscars already happened until
I didn't
a
know
certain
the-
actor slapped
Yeah,
a certain comedian.
comedian. Right?
Yeah.
Slap the toot out of him.
Yeah.
The stage.
Wow, you just made
Are you
a
censoring
DIY
us?
censor.
I pressed the button here. to censor.
Ryan, we can edit that out.
You always do
I
your
just,
thing by yourself.
I
you know?
did the verbatim. That's what.
Ryan, we edit our videos. What are you doing? You
I
edit
hope
our
they-
videos.
Yeah, I hope they like the quirky edit from the previous video, from our
Yep.
games video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see, so we wrapped up the recording. As of the time of this recording, we are at the last episode that should come up before this one. So please tune in and see how the story of Rachel, Nick, Eric,
Jason.
Jason, and Salim, our
Good
favorite
guy,
boy,
Salim.
how their fate will end with our slimy hands. Who will
Slimy.
die?
Yeah, slimy and slidey.
Oh my god! This by the way, this is a really fun experience. I didn't know I would enjoy something like that. So
Mm-mm.
yeah,
Yeah,
share the fun with
It's
us.
like a weekend, right? With your buddies.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but we are doing it on a weekday, you motherfuckers.
And remotely. I'm on the other side of the
Yeah,
city.
you
you're
know,
just on the
we
other-
should try doing it all in one place, one time.
Yeah, in a couch. Yeah.
Oh no, that's going to be a
Really messy.
I'm not
with,
nightmare to
like
set up.
with like chips and beer.
Oh, at least we don't have to wear pants, right?
We
I beg to differ.
That's TMI.
But you guys are wearing pants right now.
I'm not wearing underwear, so that's a reverse.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. That would probably, the censoring would probably come in handy that time.
That will be someone's nightmare tonight.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're back to doing some reviews of movies that we've seen recently. What we are doing today, or what we are reviewing today, is what's the movie tag? Adam Project.
The
So it's
Adam
a-
Project.
It's a Netflix release, stream only. Really liked it, by the way. So we'll go with the initial thoughts first, or later. But first off, who are we expecting in this movie? By the way, drums.
Oh yeah, so Adam Project, we will be seeing the amazing Ryan Reynolds, our favorite Deadpool slash Green Lantern. We also have Walker Scobell. We got Mark Ruffalo, Jennifer Garner, Catherine Keener, and Zoe Saldana. It's a science fiction adventure film directed by Sean Levy, an amazing director who also directed Free Guy. Oh my God, we already have a couple of episodes and you're still saying
I think at this point you're just doing it on purpose to mess it up.
I know. You're just doing it on purpose. So anyway,
Pokemon was in that movie. So
Let it go.
Every time we mention Free Guy, Pokemon comes up.
Let it go. Let it go.
And then simping culture comes up. So
So anyway, Sean Levy also directed The Internship, Real Steel, Date Night, Night at the Museum, and a long list of great movies.
blockbuster.
Yeah. So just by looking at the cast and the crew, we see that it's one hell of a movie. What do you guys think?
Prime for success.
So I think this is a good segue to our initial thoughts. So can I go first?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So coming from the casting, this movie has no right to be like this star-studded.
Ensemble, super ensemble.
So we have our favorite line. I think the first thing that I thought was, this is another way for Ryan Reynolds to keep himself in the limelight, like do another somehow good movie, keep him in the memories of everyone. But this has no right to be this good. First off, in other words, this has no right to have this so much stars in this, like the caliber of the stars that we have. We have Jennifer Garner, Mark Ruffalo, Zoe Saldana, and then Catherine Keener, who is two-time nominated.
Yes.
Oscars Academy Award winner, best supporting actress. So you come in here, you ready yourself to, okay, so this is going to be a slog, or I'm going to laugh and then forget about it. But it delivered. From what I see, also Netflix doesn't put out budget, right? But we know it's $116 million budget. It kind of looks like as it $116 million, but like on some spot it kind of looks rough. But still, story wise, it's a bit good. The heartstrings are pulled. But anuses has been clutched. So there's a bit of a thrill in it, a little bit, because it's still a family movie.
Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that.
So is
this PG-13, right? PG-13.
I think so. Like there's one fuck in there.
Well,
I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna add with what Ben said, and I'm gonna throw in a little bit of tidbits or info. Actually, the production of the film started more than 10 years ago.
Really?
Yes, and Tom Cruise was supposed to be the star here. I mean, obvious. It's a sci-fi adventure film, and when you say sci-fi adventure, one of the stars that prominently comes into mind is Tom Cruise. With this amazing sci-fi movies like Oblivion, Minority Report.
Now that you brought that up, like it kind of makes sense. Like this seems to be written for someone else.
Yeah.
Like there's a drama in there that now if I see Tom Cruise in that, like I would cry. But now they did it for so I'm laughing but still like feeling something.
Yeah, totally. I also feel the same. I mean, if Tom Cruise was the one here in the movie, it would probably go in a different direction. It will probably be the same vibe as like I said, Oblivion, Minority Report, and other sci-fi films that he already did. But replacing him with Ryan Reynolds turns it into a new light. It becomes a little bit when you look at it,
it's more joyful.
Yeah, more joyful. A lot of insane, wacky jokes, and coupled with the fact that the amount of talent in this movie as of the time it was created is off the roof. You'll never seeing Ryan Reynolds coupled in with Mark Ruffalo and Jennifer Garner, who have been together in other films, other films.
Wait, before you say that,
Yeah.
I have a theory. So
Uh-huh.
Jennifer Garner, obviously, and Mark Ruffalo was in a movie called
30 going 30.
13 Going 30.
Mhm.
For me, this is an extended cut of that.
A sequel, an alternate
yeah.
timeline sequel.
No, not an alternate timeline, more of a
Direct.
they direct sequel to it. But so just so they didn't, like, Mark Ruffalo doesn't go to jail, like having an affair with a 13-year-old, they change her name, and then like the backstory now is there's another time travel component to their life. But yeah, that's my head
nice
canon.
idea. I mean, they didn't know how it worked in the first time, and then after that, Mark Ruffalo decided, oh, my wife went back in or
That's
went
her
future.
inspiration.
Yeah, that's the inspiration on why they created the. Wait, hold on. We are spoiling the movie already.
Alright, wait. Okay.
that-
we
that time travel aspect.
haven't even said the spoiler alert.
I know.
No. But share your initial thoughts first, Ryan, before we go to
Okay.
the spoiler territory.
Yeah, the movie feels like an 80s vibe with it,
Mm.
added with the more generic 2020s effects. So the spacecraft here, the blast effect, it looks great, but kind of blunt, blunt.
What do you mean blast? The visual effects.
Yeah, there's a blasting.
Explosions.
Yeah, explosions.
Mhm.
But it kind of reminds me of E.T. with the
Wait,
with
what?
the way that her E.T. with the
Really?
kid.
You're-
Yeah, so the space in the forest. They have a scene in the forest, right? You are gonna be reminded if you are an 80s viewer of films, it would remind you of
okay.
it.
Yeah, it's
Ah.
relatable to you. Okay, I get it. We get it, right?
So that's
Yeah.
my take.
Yeah. Okay, that totally makes sense now. So we're going now to the spoiler territory. We'll talk about the synopsis in a bit. So, spoiler warning. We're going to talk about all of the things that happened in the movie. We will spoil it to the last bit, to the last drop. So if you haven't seen the movie, please turn on your TV, turn on your. Where do people watch movie right
Netflix.
now? Netflix,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
wherever you can play Netflix.
Yeah.
Don't do it on your phone, please. So yeah, turn your Netflix on, get that password from someone else who's borrowing it, and put this in the TV. Watch the Anam Project,
it.
and then
Yeah,
come back to
they
us.
have
But
they have increased the subscription just for us
Really?
to see this kind of movies.
yeah, but before you go, please subscribe to our channel, the Juicery Podcast.
Like and follow.
Like and follow, comment in the subscription if you want us to review some other movies, some movies that are from the 80s, which would Ryan would like.
probably relate to.
Mhm.
Watch, recommend us a movie from the 90s that probably I would like. I don't know where Jones comes in that line, but somewhere in the middle. But yeah, let us know what your thoughts and
Yeah.
what you want us to do next time. Maybe we can review somewhere in your, like, somewhere in the 70s. But the movie started in the 70s. I don't know.
Is
Space
was
Odyssey. We'll
the
probably
yeah,
try
was,
Space
was,
Odyssey next time.
was the movie Guyver in the 80s or 90s?
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, it's in the 80s.
Guyver?
See?
It's like
Yeah.
late
Yeah.
80s probably. Late 80s.
Yeah, so it's reference from this movie as well.
Mm.
There's a lot of reference here. So before we spoil that reference, please turn that movie on in your Netflix and come back to us. Fully subscribed, fully equipped to us ramble about it. Okay?
Yep.
Yeah, I think they're gone.
They're gone.
Okay. Let's
Nobody
do this.
watched.
Let's do this.
Okay, let's do this. So quick breakdown of the synopsis. So we have Ryan Reynolds as a pilot. So he's Adam Reed here. From the start, he was escaping from the future. So he's from the 2050s. So it's probably 30 plus years old.
Mhm.
And he need to go back to 2018. Unfortunately, he landed on the miserable 2022s. And we didn't see any masks here, so probably in their timeline, COVID didn't happen, which is a better place.
Or COVID probably is
Was eradicated. Right?
eradicated.
Okay. Oh, maybe that's how they developed time travel. They didn't have to go on lockdown.
Mhm.
Anyway, we're going on the tangent. So the whole premise is Adam meeting himself and accidentally he should not be seeing himself. With like timeline paradox and time travel stuff. You should not meet yourself. But with his younger self there, he was able to save the future by canceling the time travel research that his father is doing. We end with a very heartwarming scene where young Adam hugs his mother, become less of a shitty son to his mother,
Mhm.
and
Oh, yeah.
they lived happily ever after. We see I think before the credits, we see Ryan Reynolds meeting Zoe Saldana, his wife here, where they do it all again. So the usual time travel stuff where you have to do like build the relationship all over again. Right?
Yeah, and the
that's
time
basically it.
travel. Yeah, the time travel element here, the logic of the time travel, they will be erased, right? If they change the past.
Yes, it's
Mhm.
Back to the Future
Yeah.
logic.
Yeah.
Logic.
So-
They use the Back to the Future.
And it's good that they are seeing like people jumping back and then dying. Like
Mhm.
just to explain it, like, hey, if you die not outside of your timeline, it's messy and you just disappear.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're following basically time travel
Yeah,
theory
the
in Back to the
original,
Future.
the original time
Yeah,
paradox.
time
Not the
Not-
MCU.
Not 12 monkeys, not the MCU multiple
yes.
timelines. Yeah. But yeah, it's
Uh,
make it more
yeah.
cleaner.
Drone in the blackboard of Dr. Brown
Mhm.
back in his garage.
Well, and speaking of which, this film actually has a really nostalgic Back to the Future vibe, and makes
Yeah.
me think, what if Marty McFly met and communicated with his previous self? So that's oh no, I mean
They didn't do that, right? Because he's always
Yeah.
he's always just back where he's not yet alive.
no, I mean in the second Back to the Future.
Oh yeah,
The second Back to the Future, there were two Marty McFlys. The first one, the first
Existing, yeah.
one, or the main Marty McFly was in the second movie, and then when he time traveled back, he was observing the Marty McFly of the first movie.
Yeah, he was
on-
just in the background.
Yes.
Yep.
So this would probably feel like, what if that second Marty McFly communicated with the first
Interact.
one, right?
Yeah, it would be easier for him to not fuck his mother.
Wait, did he?
Right.
Oh wait, I
Eh,
forgot.
almost. There's a scene
Almost
there.
in the car.
Almost. So
Yeah.
speaking of fucking, so the premise here is he met his younger self, right? Like the 12-year-old Adam. So let's say that happened to you, but not with the 12-year-old, like someone within your age. Like you saw yourself again. Would you fuck yourself?
The government is already fucking ourselves.
That's the answer I'm looking for. Don't be political. So
We are
Ryan,
not a
Ryan,
politi-
Ryan.
Disclaimer to
Ryan.
everyone: we are not a political
Ryan,
podcast. Okay. Well,
Listen to me, Ryan. So Ryan from 2023 come back here in 2022, and you met him. It's the same guy. Would you have sex with yourself?
oh
Of course.
my
I'm just gonna say the government is just overly.
Okay.
Hi.
Jumps.
Yo.
You met yourself from 5 years before. Would you
Uh-huh.
fuck yourself?
And
Why are you the bottom?
I'll probably look at him, slap him in the face, and let's come over here. You sexy ass.
Yeah, we got back to the meme.
We gone back to the meme.
Yep.
Okay. Are you going to ask me? I'm going to fuck myself.
Yeah.
Go
Your
ahead. Go
your
ahead.
take.
I'm afraid of what you might say, but go ahead.
So I look the guy in the eye. He looks like me. No, I will not fuck myself. We'll do something else. Some more romantic. Something more romantic. But
Yeah, like
Acceptable.
play Jenga or something.
we'll play a fighting game and we'll both suck. So before he disappears,
You have the
we're
same
like-
skills.
yeah,
Same
skills.
Okay, moving back to the movie, guys.
Moving back to the movie.
So did the kid play the character well? The traumatic asshole kid.
Yeah, like not the dramatic. I think what I like here is they really got a kid who can act like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Like not
Mm.
necessarily
Yeah.
perfectly act as a child, but more on if
Younger,
Ryan
yeah, a
Reynolds
younger Ryan.
is young.
His
do it.
humor or his portrayal is as the same caliber as how Ryan Reynolds would portray
Would do it.
himself. Yeah, how Ryan Reynolds would do it. I saw this.
Mm.
I don't know if it's an Instagram or a TikTok video that the kid was
It's an
trying. Was it an ad? Like
It's an ad, like he's doing like a read through of
a read through
something.
of Ryan
Mhm.
Reynolds' line,
Yeah,
and he
and this
was
thing-
doing it perfectly.
but I think there's some spots there that he's just doing what Ryan Reynolds would do, which kind of jarring.
Uh-huh.
Like because like imagine like I'm not like this when I was 12. Like I'm probably more shy.
Well, yeah,
The one
probably.
that we got is like
Mhm.
really exactly the same
No,
guy.
no,
So,
no one's
uh,
that consistent.
Yeah,
all throughout
probably
their life.
Ryan Reynolds would
Yeah.
not be like that when he was really 12 years old, in
Yeah.
the past. Probably he made that experience, or he got that personality as the
yeah.
years progress,
Mhm.
Uh yep.
What I'm thinking of is he's emotionally stunted because of his like trauma in the past.
Yeah.
So he didn't develop further. Just like his sarcasm is just developing.
Blame
Aside
it
from
on
that-
Green Lantern.
No, blame it on Mark Ruffalo. Is the dad.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the real asshole.
Ah, okay. I thought it
Uh,
was
Dad.
Ryan Reynolds.
But yeah, there's a point there in the movie. Like the 12-year-old character is more insightful than Ryan Reynolds. Like he's saying
Yeah.
like
Multiple
you're
times.
actually multiple times. Like you're actually misremembering stuff.
Mhm.
We dad bought us this thing to play catch with us. Something like that.
Mhm.
So that's where it became dramatic to me.
Mhm.
Where as you grow older, things looks more miserable.
Mhm.
So now that we're in the 30s,
Mhm.
when we look back, it's more bleak compared to we actually had fun when we were child.
Mhm.
Yeah.
When we were
Actually,
child.
when I watched the movie, I never thought that a science fiction adventure film,
Yeah.
with Ryan Reynolds
Ryan Reynolds.
as a main actor would pull such heartstrings.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah, that's what my problem is. Like I'm prepared to laugh, but it came to a point like this is changing.
Mhm.
Like, this is telling me something. So and then it kind of goes away right away. So it didn't hold on to that.
Yep.
So that's what it didn't prolong the like. If it became more longer, like making you more dramatic, it kind of loses its power. But
Exactly.
yeah, it's just exact time.
Yep, yep.
The movie runtime is an hour and 46 minutes.
No.
So for
Mm,
high budget
106.
films,
It's 106 minutes.
yeah.
Where did you get your info from?
No, it's a 1 hour 46 minutes.
Yeah,
So-
106. I'm sorry.
So it's the same.
Oh yeah.
So 160 plus 46. So 106.
Yeah.
So
my
from
math is like-
Netflix perspective, this is kind of good at the part of the good pacing theme of
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah,
They usually do
exactly.
2.5 hours, almost 3 hours
Mhm.
big budget films, which drags, right?
Actually, there are some dragging scenes, but it's not as dragging as you might think. Like for example, when Ryan Reynolds and the kid Walker Scobell visited his dad.
Bully?
There were some lag moments there, at the same time the bully scene. It wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't really necessary, but it probably established some sort of this is why the kid Ryan Reynolds is like that.
And if you can
Yeah.
remember, the older Ryan Reynolds went to his school. So is that really what the trope is in America? Well, some
Bully?
old age man, a middle aged man, just going to a high
Going back
school.
to his alma mater and
And then
reminiscing, I was so
No
great.
guards is gonna stop him over.
Exactly. Yeah, I
This
know.
was the-
Well,
We do that
movie
sometimes.
logic. Well, there was a time that I did that. I went to my
Yeah, I
previous
did
high
it.
school,
That's right.
and reminisce, but
Ryan, we're allowed in elementary schools. Are you not?
yeah. No, I'm probably sure Ryan isn't allowed in
Are you
elementary
not?
school.
Yeah, I'll be kicked out. I'll be kicked out.
Do you have like a
I'm back on
50
Saturday.
15 meter
50-meter
restraining
line you
order.
can't go?
The guard would say, "Come back on Saturday on a school day."
Yeah, when no kids are here.
You sound like
You are a
someone's
the childhood.
someone's dealer.
It might look like someone's doing.
Anyway, guys, let's aside from Ryan Reynolds and Walter Scobell, let's not forget the amazing performance by Mark Ruffalo, Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Catherine Keener playing as double herself. You know,
The villain.
yeah, the twice nominated Oscar nominee.
Did they use
Playing
the aging technology here?
most
Yeah,
Or
I
probably.
was
think they used the aging plus the fake because
Okay.
they're putting the
Fake.
they're putting it on a younger body.
Mm.
slimmer
Yeah,
body?
and then you can see like where the gaps in the deepfake are like feathering around the face.
Mhm.
But yeah, did she got paid twice there like in Gemini?
Probably, you know, playing two roles at the same time probably cost twice.
Yeah.
And Zoe Saldana, I mean, she didn't have that much screen time.
Yeah,
It's just
around
really
15 minutes.
impacting.
Around
Like
15 minutes.
you remember her like less than 15 minutes in like of like screen time. She does a lot.
Mhm.
Because she was a setup. She had the setup
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the start.
Yep.
She
Jennifer
was
Garner
talked
as well.
about.
You know, Jennifer Garner as well.
Yeah, less than I think 10 minutes of screen time as well for Jennifer Garner.
But you know, the effect on the movie, you know, she was really essential for the emotional
Yeah.
aspect of the movie.
Both the parents are.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how about the technology? Do you think?
Oh, don't get me started with the technology.
So in my notes, it says how does the vibrator works? Ryan
It's like
is confused.
yeah, it looks like a lightsaber.
Wait. What
Small
are we
Yeah.
one.
talking? Oh, the I don't know,
Like the baton,
Vibra
standing
baton. You know, in
Yeah,
Cyberpunk,
yeah.
Vibra baton.
He put
Yeah,
it
it
in his
might-
backpack.
Yeah. So it doesn't look like, and this is where the callbacks are coming in.
Mhm.
So they call it a lightsaber because it's basically a lightsaber. It slices with light,
Mhm.
and you'll notice in the
Laser.
end in the end fight, the guy. I was expecting him to have like two of those batons, lightsabers, and then it will suddenly become a Darth Maul fight.
Yeah.
It
Combination.
became a nunchuck.
Oh dear.
So, yeah.
That's
But
weird.
yeah, that's a great call. But yeah, the lightsaber is weird. It produces vibrations or like sound waves. So, but it still cuts like if it's a lightsaber.
Mhm. Well,
How about
yeah.
the self healing ships or the ships that they use? It heals itself.
Well, that already has been staple on multiple sci-fi tropes or sci-fi
That
series.
preparing
Yeah, self-repairing. I mean, they probably have
nano
nanobots,
machines.
nano machines, or like, you know, machine learning in repairs.
Self printing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not far off.
Mhm.
And you
But-
cannot ride these ships if you're injured, right?
That's
he
the
keep-
way this one. Like if you're
That's
injured and maroon somewhere, you're injured. You need help, but you can't use your vehicle.
yeah.
Well, how
So to
how
get-
would
That's why
they
you keep
determine?
using
How would they
that's why you
determine that he's injured?
his biometrics will show when he put his palm.
Also,
The
if,
AI will detect.
if he's
Yes.
not physically fit to ride the
Yes.
plane,
Yeah.
will not.
So
What if
that's
you-
why
you
he
lose a
needed
limb?
the kid.
Oh
What
man,
if
Well,
you lose a limb?
I
Well,
pity
you're dead.
I pity the pilot who has like colds. Try to
He'll be trapped somewhere. Right?
Yeah, he's trapped in that timeline forever.
Should be able to override or something.
They didn't try. Like I think that's a little bit of a plot point there. Maybe
Yeah.
they're saying that he's just a pilot. He's not hacker. Like which most of the sci-fi movies always have. Like this one doesn't have a hacker in there. At least they didn't do trophy shit.
Their tracker is quite out of this world. They can track the entire Earth where you are.
Yeah, that's 2050 for you, man.
Yeah.
You can.
Just
They're
20
doing-
years from now.
They're doing
Time
that to
travel.
us now. The FBI agent who's looking after you is listening to this.
I'm actually curious that if in 2050 do you think that they already have the capability to track where
What?
in time someone else jumped to?
Oh,
You know, because when Ryan Reynolds was escaping, they knew that he jumped mistakenly to 2022, not 2018, you know? So why I
Yeah.
mean how what they know is he jumped to 2018. So
but not where.
but not yeah, exactly. So how could they have they might have some kind of technology to like find the signature of the plane
Yeah.
through time. I don't know. That's
It's the
Well,
the particle that was invented by Ryan Ruffalo, or the equation. It has a signature that's left, and they can recalibrate and know the time
Star Trek
signature. Yeah.
rules.
Star
oh,
Trek
okay,
rules,
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
or
energy
light speed.
signature.
Yeah, light speed.
Yeah,
How
well,
I
the
wish a
time
bit.
travel is time travel there is sorry, talking there. Like I just need to get that out. The time travel there is government service, right? Like
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
it's contracted to a private company, but the government is using. I probably need to set up something where I need like some trace to see where everyone's going to and coming back.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want people going back to, let's say, before Christ and messing up Christianity overall. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they probably thought of it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially this ship, the time travel machines they're using. It's fully equipped heavily with weapons.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Mm.
You know,
It
it's
could destroy.
a combat ship that has time travel. What
Oh yeah, that.
potential, what potential could that bring when
Why are you bringing a gun when you're going back in
exactly,
time?
exactly. That's one of my the plot points that I seem to be very very intriguing and controversial
Mhm.
actually. You don't go out in space bringing a gun, you know.
Well, you actually bring one gun to space.
Really?
There's Soviet programs back in the day.
Well,
They take with them a big gun, not for space aliens, but when they crash back, they might land in the wilderness. That gun can kill a bear just for that purpose.
oh, okay, okay. For food,
But
for survival, not
no,
for
for survival.
okay.
But yeah, you
But
have a point there. Like you don't go back in time, meet Jesus, but bring guns.
exactly,
Or
go to the pyramids and bring like the highest tech stealth fighter
Yeah.
or like combat ship.
go to Alexander the Great. Hey, we can win this fight really easily.
Yeah,
Just give me an
you know,
autograph.
like
Yeah.
what would I do if I could turn the tide of a single a great war with just this plane, you know?
Yeah,
Well,
finally, Genghis Khan will be able to conquer Japan.
yeah, and Julius Caesar would probably, or oh no, I mean, yeah, Julius Caesar would probably like conquer the whole Europe.
What they're going to tell to Julius Caesar,
What?
dude, someone will stab you in the back.
Oh yeah.
Watch your
All
back.
of them has knife. Bring some knife with you.
Mhm,
Watch
mhm.
your back.
Yeah.
Put some plating.
Or
Yeah,
better yet,
sleep it off. Like
or
don't go to the Senate today.
yeah, or
You've
like
been working
or
hard.
like don't use a knife here. Take my 9 millimeter.
Cancel your speech.
Take this vibrating staff.
Yes.
The
yes.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
So, any memorable scenes from your end?
Well, one again, it's me. For me, it's the one they're talking outside the lodge.
Yeah.
By the way, that lodge is a callback to Back to the Future.
Mhm.
It's called Pine Hotel, Pine Lodge,
Oh yeah, yeah. The
Twin Pine,
Twin Pines.
Twin
You
Pines.
know.
and like the neon sign is two pine trees.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think that's the one where like
Easter egg.
yeah,
Yeah,
the memorable
Easter.
part there is the 12-year-old character is more like sensitive than Ryan Reynolds, the adult character.
Mm-hmm.
So you're remembering it wrong. It's not that bad. So yeah, it kinda related to that. How about you guys?
Well, my memorable moment was when both of them, the kid and Ryan Reynolds went back to the past and tried to make the squabbling between him and his dad and suddenly punching him. Yeah. And I also have this one a memorable scene that I can't quite seem to, understand when the reactor in the final scene or the final conflict scene went unstable. It became
Mhm.
magnetic, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why didn't the other, like the stick, why didn't the stick become get magnetized, or why aren't they dropping their pants because their belts gets flying over to the
In the
reactor,
future,
you
you don't use belts, Doms.
Yeah.
well, no, the other people,
Selected magnetism.
know?
Yeah, selective attitude. I think there's a point there the staff was rolling towards the reactor, but that didn't really ended into anything.
Mhm.
But yeah, you're correct.
Yeah, and at the same time, remember when Catherine Keener shot himself accidentally, right?
Uh,
I
Mhm.
I mean, when the bullet was still in the gun, why wasn't it magnetized in the
Yeah,
first place?
it waited
You had to
for
wait,
the the
probably
velocity.
plot logic. You had to wait for the gun to be fired, and for
yeah.
the younger
The
Catherine
bullet.
Keener to be exactly at the same position where the bullet would stop
Hey,
and get
And
Jones,
done.
the
Jones.
and the and the dad, yeah, and the dad said that he calculated it, right?
Really?
Yeah, he said like that's a shot with full of metal inside, metal
Yeah,
core.
exactly. So I don't know. I mean, did the dad did Mark Ruffalo mention to Catherine Keener, the younger Catherine Keener, please stay here. Say
No, she
exactly.
moved on her own. Like
Exactly.
she moved on her like okay, I'll not join this conflict.
Yeah, but you
Oh,
had to
there's
stand in the middle of them. And
stand in this safe spot just in front of the reactor.
Reactor.
yeah, and in the line of
And not
fire
exit. Yeah, not
where
exit
the
calmly.
bullet might get magnetized and go through my sternum and out
Yeah.
through
Yeah, I
my
think the,
back.
the point there they're sending is this two executive person doesn't know much about the science.
Exactly. Or
But yeah,
probably
it doesn't.
I have a
They needed
theory
the
that
power.
probably the young Catherine Keener wanted to stop the what's happening. And
That's what I was like waiting for.
yeah, and that might be the only way that she could stop the older one.
Yeah.
So probably
I
it
think
was
that's
intentional.
yeah. If they did that, that's a more bigger sacrifice. Because like
Exactly.
she'll know she'll die at that point,
Mhm.
and then she'll continue living on. Oh, this will happen eventually. I'll die. So it could have been a bigger plot point, but
Mhm.
yeah, they went with the magnetism part.
Yeah, we could they could have like they could have turned out the plot that the younger Catherine Keener would have been a bit more noble in that
Yeah.
sense. Bring some closure or bring some light to that character, but instead they go full on badass villain.
I'll stay here, away
Yeah,
from the bullet.
because I
Yeah,
don't
from my
know
end,
science.
I really like the forest one, the Act 3 part where they are looking for them in the forest. It reminds me of the Tom Cruise film that since you added as an Easter egg that Tom Cruise was supposed to play,
Uh-huh.
it's the same mood, the same setting with the Mummy, the reboot one that Tom Cruise played in the forest. So with the jeep flying overhead and flipping
Wait,
on the side, yeah.
which Namami is this? The fourth one, or the reboot?
The reboot where Tom Cruise was the star now.
What
Um,
movie? What movie?
The Mummy.
the Mummy.
Ah, the mummy. The mummy.
So there was
It's
this
the
scene in the forest. It's the same. It's exactly written the same.
I
Where
totally
Tom
forgot
Cruise
about
has
that
to,
movie.
yeah, it's
that
forgettable anyway.
yeah, it's forgettable. I just
Yeah.
remember here he got two pupils and that's it.
Ah, yeah.
It changes, right? It
Yeah.
goes to the
When
left
you
and the
mentioned
right.
the mummy, first thing that comes into my mind is Brandon Fraser.
Brandon
You know?
Fraser, like
Yeah, he's
and
the
then
OG.
I was, yeah, like, the
Franchise.
fourth one with Jet Li. No, there's no forest there.
That was
They're
the
in
third
Egypt.
one. That's the third
Oh,
one.
that's the third one.
The third one. The fourth one was Tom Cruise.
I was going to make a joke like all movies, the fourth one is always the best. Like,
Really?
yeah, The Mummy 4 with Tom Cruise. That's a good one. Terminator, the fourth one. So it's like, we all remember that.
Uh-huh. Aliens.
A- Aliens,
Wait.
there's an Aliens 4.
Yeah.
It reached six,
Yeah.
right? Alien 6.
Alien.
Yeah. What
Oh,
movies
dear.
are
Let's not
Anyway.
bastardize the other great sci-fi movies. Can we please?
oh
Okay.
So I'm thinking that we could give a score now to
Yeah.
this film.
Go ahead.
Die Hard has a fourth movie by the
Oh
way.
my
Yeah,
god.
Bruce Willis
Let's
I
retired.
go.
just remembered.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
they
Bruce-
have like five. They have five movies or six.
yeah, yeah. They are at 6 now.
Uh-huh. Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
4.
Bruce
Of
Willis
Fast and the
retired
Furious.
already. So no
Yeah,
more.
course, guys.
Fast and the
Scores.
Furious, one of the best. Has a 4 movie. What else? Oh, the scores. Okay.
Yeah, scores.
I think I'll score this one. Oh, X-Men has a fourth one, by the way.
Oh, no.
I kept remembering movies with four sequels. Sorry.
We can have another
Uh,
separate discussion for that.
5 is the highest. Yeah,
Okay, review. So I'll give this one three, like flat 3
Yeah.
out of 5.
Mhm.
So Y3, it's a basic movie done well.
Mhm.
But doesn't really remake the anything. There's nothing. What's special here is the acting, which is like what you're expecting most of the movies. So that's made it three for me. But aside from that, there's nothing really to re, too too much to remember about it. Yeah, the plot now that we've deep dive into it, it's more messier now to me. Uh, but yeah, it what could have changes is it's like a better use of the time travel mechanic. Like make the characters more noble. There's more sacrifice to it. Because like for me, it's just a time travel. If Ryan Reynolds die or the kid dies, that's it. Like it will move forward without them, and they will go into a dystopian future. But aside from that, that's it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
nice
Great.
review. Okay, I'm gonna score it like a 4 out of 5 baseball. You know, touching
Wow,
your
that's high.
heartstrings. Okay,
Yeah.
so it may not be a 5. You know, because let's as Bench mentioned, it's a typical sci-fi adventure movie. You know, if Tom Cruise would do it, play it or play the main role, it would have been different. There are also some like standard tropes on it, you know, like the time travel, the action. It's okay. I mean, the visuals are okay. Uh, Although I don't see anything out of the ordinary when it comes to sci-fi. You know, they're banking on the time travel feel, which has already been done all throughout history. You know, there have been a lot of time travel movies. You know, and this time travel movie isn't different. The only difference with it is, you know, it has Ryan Reynolds. It has an amazing ensemble cast, and they handled it pretty well. I mean, what they already have, they managed it pretty well. Kudos to Sean Levy for great direction and for the great story, and the overall cast. They did a great performance on it. Though if it was a different genre, or like they added a little bit more sci-fi plot points, or like different sci-fi ideas, it would have been much better for me.
Okay.
Did I make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 4 out of 5 baseballs.
That's actually high for me, Ryan. So I agree on some of your takes, Joms. So the director is very good. The cast are actually great. High ensemble,
Yeah.
good Hollywood actors. It's a high budget movie, but the story is for a B movie. So if the the story was done with a different budget,
No,
it would
that's
really
pulling it
suck.
too much. A B movie.
It does. Imagine if it's a different actor, just somebody. So it will
Yeah.
just be a
Yeah,
Change the lighting a bit. It will
Yeah.
become a blue movie.
yeah.
The cast really elevated it, and the high
True.
budget. You can see that
True.
Yeah.
there's love here from the director. He
Mhm.
really loved his craft.
Yeah. Let's just say that the director and the cast carried, and the effects
Yeah.
carried the whole premise of the movie, you know, or the
Yeah.
story.
It's like it doesn't even bring something new to the
Exactly.
genre. Yeah?
True.
Yeah, that's
True.
same thing.
Mhm.
Compared
Did
to
you give
Free
us
Guy,
score?
yeah, I haven't yet. I'm just
Oh.
doing the
He's
premise.
saving it for last.
Yeah. So for, like Free Guy, when Ryan
He
and
said
the
it
same
right.
director.
He said it right.
Yay! Finally,
Finally.
we ended the
After
curse.
after X episodes.
Now that movie, I think, brings something new, right? It was written well, although there
Mhm.
was a big plot hole, plot points missing.
Yeah, actually, Free Guy. We
Yeah.
actually have had to, you know, we should
Yeah.
should have reviewed that movie.
Let us know in the comments if you want us to
Yeah,
review.
you know, like a
Free Guy.
throwback. We blame it on Ryan because he doesn't want to
We-
review it.
Because I'd never get the end of the day without having the Pokemon jokes.
Oh yeah. Okay. I changed my vote. Let's not review that.
So Adam Project, I'm giving this a 2.8 out of 5, guys.
Oh, okay.
Nice. That's a good, still a good one. Average.
above
Good
the
score.
half. You know, that's a good one.
Oh,
Enjoyable.
you know what?
The pace is good. Yeah,
Mm.
an hour and 46 minutes is okay. You could enjoy it
Mhm.
while doing something like what Bench always do.
Oh, X-Men. Wolverine has 4 movies.
Logan is the fourth, right?
Yeah. That's that one character has four
Oh
movies.
god, this is not going away for a while.
Anyway.
I think
Yeah,
that's
we
it.
gave our score. I think it's time to close the podcast for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for joining us today.
Again.
We're
We're back.
Mhm. We're
back.
back
We'll do
doing-
more of this.
Podcast.
Yeah, what's the next movie we will be reviewing?
I was voting for the Batman, but
We'll try to,
yeah.
let us
We
know in
can
the
do
comments below.
just for SEO.
Just to get us to
I'll
100
I'll
watch.
just tag along with you guys. I'm good with reviewing that.
I like Batman, but this Batman is more of a thriller. Shut up, Tyler. Thriller detective story. So
Yeah.
I would love it, but from that sound of the way you say it to us, it doesn't bode well.
Mhm. I think.
That's, did he use the Batman voice?
Like this,
Oh my
the
God.
Batman voice like this.
Yes.
Rachel.
I have no. Let's find out when we review it. Hopefully,
Harvey Dent,
I don't know.
is he good? Can we trust him? Where is she? Harvey Dent.
Where's the trigger? Okay, let's stop. Let's stop.
Constipated
Yeah,
Batman.
Probably what I'm thinking was the next big movie that we might probably review is like Doctor.
Yeah, I think we have to
We
do
have to
that.
wait.
We really have to review that.
Yeah.
Did we review June? June already?
No, we
Not
did that in
yet.
the
Oh, we
top
missed
movies.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it was to be well reviewed from the three of us.
Yeah.
So I think that's already there.
yep. They don't have to like make. We don't have to make like a full size review on it.
Okay.
But yeah,
Are we going to do Batman?
We don't know.
thank you very much, guys. This has been John
Yeah,
ZP and Ryan and Bench. We'll see you on the next episode. Ta-da!
Is it Batman? The next episode. Is that
Hey.
Batman?
Hey.
Bye.
Bye.